Very good morning to you. Just give us an idea then. Kate just referred to it as the 2-mile nightmare. As a Secret Service agent, what are the specific sort of issues surrounding Donald Trump's inauguration?
Kind of two things happening here. In general, it's a nightmare to begin with to do the inauguration because you're worried about everything. You've got the person you're protecting, the President of the United States, walking in this open space. You know, they're not secure. They're surrounded by hundreds of thousands of people, millions at certain situations. You've got to worry about what's above you, what's around you, and what's below you. But now you add in this other mixture of all these protests, these unrest, this divisiveness happening, and you're concerned about having those problems coming in.
He's so prolific, isn't he, on social media, and it's so easy for someone behind a computer, someone else behind a computer, to issue a threat, even if perhaps they don't mean it. I mean, on a normal day, how many threats would there be to the life of a president, do you think, Evie?
You know, it's very difficult to say. It varies. It also varies on what's going in the world. What did they say on camera? What's happening? What kind of press conference did they give? What did they vote for? What did they not vote for? It's really what the president does, and then the mood of the country, the mood of things happening outside of the country. Did they do something to anger somebody like ISIS? And now are they making targeted threats? Are they putting out information through social media saying, you know what, we want you to target this event. We want you to go out there and target the inauguration. Send a message to the specific president. So there's so many variables, it's really difficult to say, you know, and again, they really kind of keep this information close to the chest. The Secret Service does not like to release information like this. Typically, you also don't want to, there's a concern of copycats. And so when you know that there's a lot of this happening out there, it emboldens people to do this type of behavior. So you also want to minimize it. You don't want to give people the idea, hey, it's okay, go ahead and do this. But I do think with this current president that we will see, they will have their hands full. Also, there's concern about the protesters, not just them showing up to protest against Trump, but then clashes between the protesters. You have to separate, and they're talking about 99 different protest groups that have actually filed to be there. So you want to keep these people away from each other as well, for their own safety, for the safety of the people at the event.
I mean, it's
fascinating. We could talk for hours, Evie. Sadly, we're out of time. There's so much we could talk to you about because it really is. Will you wish you were there? Obviously, in the Secret Service sort of nature of your business, that you're not there. But will there be part of you thinking, you know, these are the days you really want to be on the ground. These are the days you want to be protecting the president and the public?
Yeah, you know, you do miss it, and, you know, you love being there. But then it's also that part that when you're there and you're walking down that avenue and you're thinking, all you could think is not on my watch, not on my watch. Nothing will happen on my watch. And sometimes you'll do everything you can to control it, and they do. They lock everything down. They're bringing in thousands of officers outside of Washington, D.C. You have all these elements, snipers, K-9, military, and you put all these things together, but still at the end of the day, you can never 100% guarantee anything unless you put them in a bubble and keep them there locked away. And so you have this angst where you're just kind of like, when it's over, you can breathe and think, okay, I did my job, he survived. But until then, you do have that feeling, that this wretched feeling that you kind of carry with you, thinking, let it not be today.
Wow.
Quite right. Evie Pomperas, great to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you, Evie.